Hello and welcome to another edition of the Stench of Truth. I just want to remind you that I have a radio show on Fridays from 7 to 9 p.m. Eastern Time on InceptionRadioNetwork.com, which is also simulcast on TalkStreamLive.com. And the show focuses on conspiracy and the paranormal. And this week my guest is Mark Gaffney, September 23rd. And he wrote two books about 9/11, one about the mystery plane on 9/11 and Black 9/11, which traces down the money trail. So join me for an interesting discussion Friday, September 23rd, and Fridays from 7 to 9 p.m. on InceptionRadioNetwork.com. I was away this weekend at the Mothman Festival, so I did not have a chance to properly introduce and properly talk about the Occupy Wall Street campaign, which is currently ongoing. Now, it should come as no surprise to any of you that this is exactly the kind of activism that I am talking about. This is exactly the kind of thing that needs to be done. You could send protests to Washington, D.C. from now till fucking doomsday, and nothing will get done. You'll get reported in the media, albeit with deflated numbers and with a cursory mention, but you will get attention by doing that. You will not get attention, and that is why there is virtually nothing in the media about the Occupy Wall Street campaign. Because this is where the power resides. This is where the decisions are made. This is where people decide the fates of people in this country and around the fucking world. It is from Wall Street. It is from finance capital. And occupying Wall Street is a brilliant strategy to bring attention to this. But it can't just be occupying Wall Street. So I urge anybody who is getting involved with this to do so. If you can, do it. But please have a program of action in mind. We are not just against Wall Street greed, corruption, and the buying of our fucking government and the selling out of the people of this country and people in other countries around the world. We are not just against a thing. We are also for something. What are you for? What is your program of change? You do not have to have the same one that I do, but have one. So if the media is finally forced to recognize you, and finally forced to acknowledge what is going on, you will have something to say. What you are for. Yes, we know you are all united against Wall Street greed, corruption, and buying of the governments of the world. And taking bailouts at our expense. And getting free loans from the Federal Reserve at our expense. We know what you're against. But please be ready to tell us what you are for. Are you for nationalizing the Federal Reserve? Are you for forcing these banks into bankruptcy and raking back all of the trillions of fucking dollars that they have stolen from us? Are you for massive criminal investigations? What are you for? If you'd like a good place to start, check out my website at platformforthefuture.com if you have not done so. There is a very comprehensive, programmatic plan for implementation. And it has some very solid things in it. But like I said, you don't have to follow anything that I believe in, but have a plan. That's all I urge all of you. Have a plan. What do you want? We know what you're against. Be clear what you want. Because if this is successful, and it can be, the media will be forced to recognize you. And if they come down there and want to get interviews, even though they'll twist your words out of shape, say what you want. Demand that these people go to fucking prison. Demand that we have massive criminal investigations for fraud and for theft. Demand an end to usury and all of the other things that they have inflicted upon our nation, and get them out of the goddamn government. So finally, let me make it absolutely vitally clear to all of you. I am 100% behind the Occupy Wall Street campaign, because this is ground zero for everything bad that is happening in this fucking world. Finance capital centered in Wall Street and the City of London and other clearinghouses around the world. But right here, right now, in the USA, ground zero is Wall Street. So I say, great for you. And for everybody who can make it there, I say, I am behind you 100%, because you are focused where you need to be. And that is where that attention needs to go. And I'm behind you 100%. And if I could go there and be with you, I would. But I will promote you. And I will salute you. Thank you. Good night.